the Economic Vitality meeting. In front of us are the minutes for today, review them, and if anybody has anything from last week that they'd like to add on, now's the time. Or we can motion to approve this week's as presented.
To approve as presented.
Motion from Daniel, second from Erica.
Okay.
All right. Last week I wasn't here, but we talked about a facade grant. Anything left for that?
Got one here today.
Got a new one.
Yes, because we finalized that one from last month, so then we're.
Yeah.
It seems like about everybody knows Brenda here, but if not, maybe we just do a quick introduction so Brenda knows everybody, since Brenda's a long time downtown business. Nancy, Nancy, you want to start?
Nancy Nykerk. I am a resident and on my 4th year of being on the board.
Has it been 4 years?
4 years. You remember you extended me 1 year.
Mission for a long
I
time.
did not volunteer. They volunteered me. I got extended 1 year. So in July, I'm done.
All right.
For sure, huh? Well, that doesn't mean I won't be at the committee meetings.
Oh, nice to meet you. You can renew.
We can renew you. You probably don't know.
I've learned that.
Brenda Coates, I own the Brandy Bar on 7th Avenue next to White Duck Taco.
And I met you years ago. I'm Erica Hodges, because I own the building that Erin is in with my husband.
Your husband's the one I met.
Yes,
Oh,
I
gosh.
came in and talked to you.
Been
when
a
I first bought the
while.
building.
Cheers, yeah.
Yeah, long time.
Well, nice meeting you again.
Yeah, so I own several buildings in downtown, in 7th area.
Oh, well, that's not as many as Lionel.
No, no, I don't even want that.
So.
Oh, no. I don't want that many.
Aaron Adams, owner of White Duck Taco Shop, Hendersonville, chair of the Economic Vitality. And so much more.
I'm Oliver Wool. I manage the Mass General Store. This is second year, I want to say.
I'm a frequent visitor of your establishment.
Second year on this, in this arena. I've been with Mass for over 10 years.
Really? It's a great store.
It's a really good company.
Mhm.
I'm Daniel Perry with Fiscal Legal Services.
The troublemaker.
All right, and so Brenda came to me with a facade grant application. You want to talk a little bit about what you're working on, Brenda?
My doors are falling apart and it's pretty bad. So as you can see, you have the photos there.
Yeah, I've got them color on this.
Actually, those were the original historic screen doors, and so I hate to see them go, but as you can see, they started falling apart. They were completely rotten. Even though we painted them, it didn't help it any. I renovated this building about 12 years ago and took it all the way back to its historic appearance and structure. Did nothing really to the inside or the outside except major repairs. And I did put those wrought iron gates, as you call it, out front. It did help cut down on the people deciding to sit on the stoop. It was a functional thing, really. And unfortunately, the wood has started rotting where the metal connects into the structure. So that has to be done, as well as repainting the trim. It's all semi-minor. And I got a quote from Bill Somerville because I used him. Actually, last year I lost my house to the hurricane. And so I used him and he was very good and very reasonable. And that's why I chose Bill. And those are the expenses that he has outlined. How one of the windows got broken and we are putting that window back in with new caulking and so forth.
What style of screen doors are you going to put back in?
They're supposed to be identical. He's making them.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's what I think too, but that's because those old storefront buildings had screen
Yeah.
doors.
Yeah.
And yeah,
The style of it is so,
authentic, I
Perfect.
hope. Yeah, it's we kept it pretty much as it was. The transom windows, everything is really pretty original. Yeah, 10 ceilings, Carter pine floors.
Mhm.
It's all original.
Wonderful.
When did you say you had got the building and renovated it? How long ago was it?
Oh my gosh, I've had it in about 40 years.
What was in there before the brandy bar?
Its original use was a harness and shoe repair shop in 1911 or 12. It went on the tax books in 1915, but we found it had been used prior to that time. And I guess they got caught, so they put it on the tax books about 1915. But we found tobacco tins, 1907. It was, and then I bought it in 1990, I guess it was, and used it as my studio for years. And then I'm gonna make a long story short here. I had no intention whatsoever of opening a bar. My friends are like, "Are you crazy?" And I'm like, I got roped into it and now I can't get out. I have created Frankenstein and I don't know what to do. But anyway, I was making my own brandy and the guys went bankrupt. And so I didn't want to pay for a distillery to be put in the building. Maybe I should have. So I thought I'll just open a brandy bar, right? Well, guess what? There is not another brandy bar that I could find anywhere. If you find one, you can let me know.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot find.
Wow.
New York has what is called a brandy library, which is a fascinating building, but I can't find any. So it's been a matter of educating the public on brandy, and so it has really become a bit of a chore. It's taken that long, you know, it's a work in progress still, believe it or not. But we keep going.
Do you know as far as, Mr. Somerville and the materials that he would propose to replace with? Because what you're probably dealing with is close to Park Pine original, it's gonna be native original.
Yeah, and the doors, he wants to use a good quality behind the doors. And because it's an old building and nothing, like those doors are really 4 feet by 8 feet. They are not the new 4 feet by 8 feet. They are a real 4 feet by 8 feet. And they're all, and so it's an old building. On the rotten wood for the facade where the wrought iron is, I think you'll probably use some weatherproof pine, whatever you call that, salt treated, whatever. And then he'll be painting it back white. Most of those buildings were white. They didn't have those nice colors. But I did color the doors, kind of a burnt orange. Yeah. So I'll probably go back with that color. And that's kind of the original hardware. He's going to see if he can save it. We'll see. Going to soak it and.
What is that oval piece on the right?
That was a leftover from a hanger for a Christmas wreath.
Oh,
It
okay.
probably should come down.
It's kind of neat looking though.
It looks functional, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it was, but it was for a Christmas wreath.
Or something.
Well, the harness and shoe repair shop was fun. And then after that, it was a barber shop. But when I bought the building, it has a full basement. And then the main floor and then the top floor. And the top floor, I've rented office spaces too. This is the first time it's happened. 3 psychotherapists.
Are they all leased out right now?
Yeah. Yeah, but you should check on Kip. The building, the 2 buildings down from me on the city side of the street, Kip is wanting to rent. And I think that's a nice little building.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been in.
Is that
Seen it yet?
the yellow cottage or?
Oh.
there.
Okay.
And it's actually, there's this strange business in there called Chef Equipment.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Is there?
still rents it. And I don't think.
I've always wondered what that,
Before I moved in here.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was wondering what that
Anyway,
was.
they're leaving, so that, and it's on the main floor.
Oh,
And I think it'll be a nice office space for someone. It's not bad at all. But yes, I tell the customers if they have any problems, they can be solved upstairs.
upstairs or downstairs at the bar or upstairs?
That's right.
You kind of have it covered on every level.
Yeah.
But it does have a full basement and it's a nice dry basement. It's got a commercial dehumidifier in it, so it's quite dry.
You choose it for storage?
Yeah, and after the hurricane, it unfortunately has about 50 of my boxes of stuff. I figure if I haven't needed it in a year,
Yeah,
about time to toss it.
yeah.
Well, I often think when I drive by there, boy, they need to fix that.
Doors. I'm glad to hear that, Nancy. Now, see, I'm improving, slowly improving. I actually went online and those doors, you even get them built online. They were about $950, under $1,000. Yes, it's just.
Wow, for the screen door.
For a screen door.
That's crazy.
So I haven't replaced mine.
Oh, is it a real screen door?
No.
Not those storm doors?
It's a 25-year-old one that needs to be replaced. But
Oh,
I
you
like,
want me to send Bill?
I like what you're gonna do. I really do.
Yeah, thank you.
And our facade grants will match up to half of it.
Hmm.
So the maximum would be $2,750.
Mhm.
Does anybody have any other questions?
Seems to fall under the purview of everything. We're focused on the facade. We're doing things that are true to the way it normally was. We definitely like that. That's what it's there for.
The 20, the half that you contribute, do I give him a check for the half and then you guys give
Reimbursement.
We'll reimburse it, but if you need, if
that?
you need it in advance, just get with me. We can, yeah, normally what we do is like you would pay him the full amount and then we reimburse you. But if you've got any kind of cash flow things and need help with that, just holler at me.
I have to renew my bar, if you
License.
know my alcohol.
Mhm.
That's ridiculous. But anyway, another story.
Yeah, yeah, if you feel like you need it,
It's expensive.
yeah, if you feel like you need it in a different situation, we can work something out on that.
Bill on that too.
Okay.
But he was super nice working with my house. He did a great job.
Just another question about the screens that are in there. They're probably metal or aluminum.
They are aluminum.
Yeah, do you think he'll be able to put another metal screen in as opposed to the nylon? Because
Exactly. I'm glad you're-
it's a big-
I know it's not nice, but everyone uses nylon and I'm like, I really like the.
Yeah.
the aluminum.
And with
I have some heft actually and like structure to, it sounds kooky, but it will.
Okay.
Tighten up the frame of the door because it's.
It's so
gonna be
wide.
knitted
Yeah.
together by the metal and not just flimsy.
That's a good point. It's also a very good question because that is what I would like. And I discussed it with him that I would like, I know it must be easier to stretch
It is.
the nylon.
Probably lasts better because with people opening and closing the door, coming in and out of a bar.
Actually, they're not supposed to, but they do attempt it.
Mhm.
If you noticed on the door, it says use other door. But
Oh,
no one does, so it's, they'll pull on it and then they're like, oh, because we're just going.
well, that might be something if you check with them and the pricing is a little higher to do the metal, then that might be something we can just do a little bit of an adjustment on that.
Okay,
Since you don't know for sure what it is, so then like if that increases at $500 or whatever, maybe we can,
oh, I certainly hope not.
I don't know whatever it is, maybe we can approve,
Some small amount.
amount for the
Yeah, I mean,
screen.
he might, and this is not to make a silk purse out of
A sound.
not a salser, not a salser, bad.
Nice,
But they also come in copper, and again, not trying to dress it up too much, but they may have been changed, if it's that old, they may have been changed once, because likely they were probably originally copper.
and they may have been.
And then they may have gotten changed to aluminum, 50 years ago.
We found them in the basement,
Mhm.
along with about 400 TV sets in various stages of.
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh my God, it took like 3 dump truck loads to,
Was it a store?
it was a repair shop. for-
Oh.
It was a lot of things and they left it. And so they all had to be carried out.
And how many doors are there?
There are only these 2 screen doors and he's going to repaint the other doors.
Yeah, he may be able to find that just pretty reasonable, because it's not like you need yards and yards of it.
No,
Maybe
really.
he could get a.
He's a hoarder. He may in fact have some hoarded in one of his warehouses. Really.
Be really cool, because
It would look great.
it would look great, plus then it would naturally patina, you know,
That's true in terms of little green.
yeah, anyway.
I like that suggestion though. Oh, and he's going to repaint the wrought iron.
Well, that sounds good. If there's no more discussion, we could make a motion, yeah,
Well, make the motion.
to approve.
Second.
And Daniel seconds. All in favor, aye or nay? Aye.
Thank
All
you.
opposed. Yep, I think that passes.
And I'll send you some information probably tomorrow. Tomorrow.
And I'll tell Bill, he's probably working on another job, you know, and we'll work it out.
Yeah.
I hope that he's able to do it in the next 30 days.
Okay.
That's my goal.
Before,
Yeah, before it gets warm out.
Exactly, and this is a good time of the year to do it.
Yeah.
I've never been in your brandy barn.
Daniel has, now you're.
You haven't invited me.
That's my oversight. I'm gonna remedy that, Nancy.
All right, well, I'm gonna look forward to seeing beautiful doors shortly.
There, and also the repainting of the wrought iron.
But it's so funny, I always go, oh, they should fix that up.
It's timing.
Okay, they're working on it. They're working on it, you know? Yeah. There are other things that need doing too, but, you know, like new umbrellas and so forth. But I wanted to get the
Always.
side of the building
But
first.
be sure if the cost goes up a little bit, you let Jamie know.
Okay,
Yeah, we can
thanks.
out on that.
Thanks for the offer.
Yeah.
Do my presence required any further?
No, unless you want to stay, you're welcome to stick around.
Come for the money and run.
I figure I'm good right now.
Thanks for.
Nice seeing you again.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
The only other thing I have today specifically is this is our downtown map. It's printed, on a bigger thing, so sorry, it's a little small to read. Usually I always try to get it printed before now, but never quite works out.
Wonderful.
So if anybody, if you can look at it and if you see any things that are wrong and want to get them back to me in like the next few days, either bring them by or let me know if you see anything. I just changed it today because I just saw that Pedro's Taco closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
I'm not sure what is going on with that, because I can't.
Posted on the Hendersonville site and they were saying, that it's a shame because I haven't eaten it, but it's a shame that it happened because it was evidently good, but the marketing.
Yeah, they were really finding fault with the marketing, that they didn't make it because of the marketing.
Yeah, I would have to assume that a restaurant that put that much money into their space would not close in a year right before summer
Yeah,
without having some other reason beyond there.
it's very telling.
But did they pack up everything and move out?
No, it's all in there still. I walked by it today.
Closed.
So I would have to assume that it wasn't necessarily due to bad, like what a restaurant.
I like,
Usually you plan on what, like 3 years?
yeah, you'd be gearing up on this month. This would be
Yeah.
a really good time to make a go of it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't, like if you're investing that much money into a space, you'd have expect at least 2 or 3 years,
Um,
turning.
Really hard to make a judgment call like that after last year too.
Yeah,
Just surviving is a success.
Yeah.
After Helene.
yeah, so I feel like there's gotta be more
Yeah.
to that one, and I ate at both of them, and but I felt like that one was the better one.
But that's kind of what the person was saying.
All of my neighbors were saying
That was the better one over
There's always
the
a
Sixty,
comparison between
Yeah.
those two.
yeah.
and that it's a shame that it closed is what.
Yeah, they went on and on.
Yeah, they did.
So-
They were blaming the marketing because they said the food was actually, they were really kind of putting,
Yeah.
or that it was better than.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that marketing would be the cause of it with that, with the cause there wasn't even a full kitchen in there
Oh, really?
where they opened up.
But they were calling out who's supposed to be doing this marketing? It wasn't done. I mean, they called them out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that space.
Summer though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a shame. You kind of go back
Before Rhythm and Blues.
to it.
Yeah, because they had some delays in opening up because they didn't pull permits. And so then they had to like redo stuff before they even opened.
Redo it again.
But yeah, so I'm not sure, but yeah, so I'd made the updates with that. Smoothie Place just opened.
Mhm.
Where?
Um,
Yeah, wait.
yeah, it's over there. Daniel was asking earlier about the bodega
Mhm.
from the corner. I haven't heard.
Yeah, that was a good idea. I haven't seen anybody moving in there.
Yeah, so I haven't seen or heard.
I thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah.
Now's the time.
Your
Now's
door.
the time.
And then I guess since we last met too, OP Taylor's moved
Yeah.
Sherman's, which I think is
That's
great.
I think that's a great location for them.
Yeah, I think that they'll do really well. I had actually sent them, gave them contact information with Sherman's.
The Sherman sign.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping that they'd keep it as like a historical sign for it, and Sherman still owns that building. Yeah, so that's kind of some things there.
We also haven't met since, but everyone's been talking about Fairmont. Is there anything in official
Yeah.
capacity that you can let us know about?
Not really. I pretty much just know the same as what
Yeah.
y'all read in the,
Everyone's been talking about it for like a month, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. They had talked to the city,
We have a vacant building policy on the books and the makes if it's necessary in the near future.
yeah, I don't know I have no clue.
We talked about it here.
Give everybody's deposits back on the units they had sold. I mean.
I don't know.
Is coming for
Oh,
all
thank
of
you.
the school.
Yeah, I have no clue. I just know that there's no crane anymore. But after, yeah, so like, I know that the city was talking with them some on how to, figure out how to make it not be a
Eyesore.
standing empty building, but I'm not really sure what the next step on that is. I haven't heard anything.
We should call up Elon. Maybe he'll do it.
I mean, like another developer, I would assume would hopefully come in and
That'd be the
say,
dream.
listen, take this project on.
I think that at the structure that it's at, it wouldn't have to be necessarily a luxury resort that it was being sold as, because it's just got the shell of it. The financials might only work with a luxury thing. I don't really know how that all.
There aren't homeless people living in there.
Oh,
I mean,
That
because they could destroy it.
would be on the tenant to report any activity.
yeah,
I think that's the only
Owner.
viable contract they have going right now is on security. I think
I would, yeah.
that's required. Otherwise, they would give up.
I haven't seen it. I hope they're there doing security. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But because that's the only, like, to give a chance for another developer to come in and say, listen, I'll take.
Yeah, so that people don't strip it of a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I wish I knew more.
Hopefully something will come through.
Or even just, in a night, some high school kids could go in there and spray paint the whole place or something, like
Yeah.
so much potential for bad.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of many security issues with it, but now that the crane's gone, there's not.
And now that it's out, so
Yeah,
it's abandoned, basically, kind of.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna get out.
Another update, so the Dogwood lot, I can't remember if I brought this up last month or not. We didn't get any bids for the lot because of the appraised value being so high for the lot over there. But there are still some of the developers that are interested in it. So there's some alternative ways that the city's looking at for being able to, instead of having it as the RFP that they had before, I think it'd be some type of, like negotiated public-private partner type of deal with the lot. I don't have a lot of updates on that right now because I'm not really sure where it stands. But there's still some possibilities with that. And then for this space, so we were at the Main Street Conference last month. And the director, state director had contacted or sought me and said that they recommended us and I think one other town in North Carolina to apply for a grant. That doesn't mean we'll get it, but for a business accelerator grant program, which is basically funding to be able to get this space up and running. So only a couple of towns in each state are eligible to apply. So I'm working on this application.
Elevator looks cool.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yep, so we've got to, we were worried this was gonna be a problem is where that, the ceiling kind of goes over at the top. That's just a little too low for height. And so we've got to have Dunlap come in and who did all this anyway, and they've got to come in and
Shop off something.
fix, yeah, the space over there. So it's still not quite there yet, but it's almost there. And that's really all I've got as far as just updates. I haven't been in much in the last month with conference and some other stuff going on. So I don't have any more. Anybody have anything?
When is this coming out?
Soon. I'm gonna try to get it to the printer by the end of this week.
Got the acoustic.
How's it fall?
Yeah, here, I'll show you what the old one. It follows the same as the old one. 2024, so it folds like this. Here's. And it'll be that size too.
In the same kind of format of like this
Yeah.
part of it, so the events calendar.
Yeah, so we do this every year. It always takes me a little bit of time to
You
get
can
it put
change the
together.
color. kind of.
Yeah. And update the events. One thing just to give y'all a heads up. And we'll bring this up at the board meeting next week, I just want to keep making sure people are aware, so. July 4th. The Saturday. And with the America 50th birthday, they're doing a bigger parade and event on Main Street that day. It'll be typically July 4th is a shorter route from the south north, but this time it's going to be the same route as the parade, the Christmas parade and Apple Festival. With that, the police were concerned about the detour route with the farmers market. This happened at the same time because people cut through Maple, and so they were worried about traffic. And so we are going to be doing, instead of a farmers market on July 4th, a special evening market on July 3rd.
Night market. Okay.
Yeah, so that will be our one and only different farmers market on that day. So we'll do some bigger promotion.
I think that's probably a good idea. It's gonna be a killer weekend for us regardless.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
that's exactly what I need. Yep. Because, it's any edits on that. He caught a date that was wrong. Yeah. That was the only big, were you at events committee last week?
Yes,
Okay, and they talked,
we discussed it and, I think it's a good option and, they're thinking maybe less of the farmer type will come and more of the crafters would be
Yeah.
there, but you never know until you try it.
yeah.
Market, yeah. No, it's good. You can spin it differently in your advertising.
Yeah, that's what we figured. If we didn't really want to do it as a morning market on moving the day, because make it a totally different day to make it stand out for advertising for that.
So it's really afternoon, early evening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I think 5 to 8
Yeah.
is what we'll do on that day before.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little bit of a different day. And then I think I already said a little bit ago, but Maple Street should be reopened Monday or Tuesday next week.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all I really got for y'all. Anybody got any kind of update on anything? Yeah.
Only making a third trip to the historic preservation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
did they have you have to redo some stuff?
well, we're caught up on one design
Okay.
feature that they're like, I don't know, if that meets standards. So Sam's been amazing,
Mhm.
amazing. And so he's contacting the state for clarification
Oh,
at that point.
oh, wow.
With it, so, but no, they loved it. The front is approved, the back is approved. It's just some side.
Okay.
So it's nothing, but it would be nice to be able to get it.
Yeah, and get move on.
So now I go back in April
April.
and then we'll start permitting process. Because I don't want to put anything through the permit
Until you get it.
office until I get approved with, I mean, they're the first step.
Yeah. And then once you get that approved, if you want to come for a facade grant.
Yes, I will. I gotta get my windows and doors from Dunlap. But yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Because
Great.
the whole facade's being changed. All of it's being changed.
That'll be exciting to see.
So, yeah, I'm like sick of it not being done. It has just been a very long process.
Yeah,
And I still haven't resolved any of the utility.
really. Oh, no.
No, because I wanted to make sure that the design was approved by historic. I've sent the letter to them, you know, but I need to call.
How long, I'm just curious, how long have you all owned it and how long the building? And how long have you been communicating with your? neighbor?
Well, we've probably owned it 3 years now, at least.
About,
It's about
right?
3, but then, or maybe maybe 4, I can't remember.
Right
We
before.
owned it like
Yeah.
COVID, like, I feel like I feel like we've been through some really big challenges. It's like.
Yeah.
You bought our
maybe
building in
COVID slowed
COVID.
us down, and then hurricane slowed us, and then dealing with the utilities slowed us, and then historic preservation has been a lot to get through. So I mean, we've been actively, I mean, my architect and engineer and all that have been well over a year on everything and stuff, so.
Yeah, it was the summer of last year when we had got everybody meeting with the state historic preservation and all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a process.
Yeah.
Get-
Or no, that was summer 2024, not summer of last year. Yeah, because it was before the hurricane, whenever we had.
Hurricane happened and then that stopped.
And you had owned the building a year or two before then,
Yeah,
too. Yeah, but all kinds of things.
it's been all sorts of.
Yeah.
So it's been a very the longest building process I've ever been through. So it'll be beautiful when it's done,
Mhm.
but it's just been a challenge. So, but yeah, once I have that approval, I will come, because all I gotta do is get done lab.
Yeah.
I mean, just the windows alone will be,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a lot to do with that.
my storefront will definitely be all I have to submit to
Mhm.
meet the requirement.
We can do one.
And then-
All right. Well, anybody have anything else?
We're ready. We can move to adjourn.
All right. Thanks to everybody.
Connor, yep, second it by Dan.